Thank you very much. Mm-hmm. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, everybody. Oh, hey, everybody's coming in. Hey. Y'all, welcome, welcome. Hey, Antoinette. Mama Tress. Mama, is it Mama Tree? Mama Tree's Creations. Hey, pretty girl. Hey, S. Marie. All these things, my favorite. Let's see here. Hey, Chantel. Hey, Miss Rose Bird. Hello. Y'all ain't seen nobody's lives. I saw uh still classes last night, so I gotta catch up. Y'all, I was busy. How did everybody do? Y'all put in the chat. How was everybody's sales? Put in the chat. How did we do? Kitty Love, hello. Mama Trees. Okay. Awesome. Hey, Tina, hello. Y'all, as y'all come in, please give the video a thumbs up. Miss Anita says, hey, Constance. Hey, Helena. Hello, hey, Sherika. Sherika, were you the one that said you had waited to the last minute? How did you do? Izola, hello. Hey, Miss Margaret, how did you do? Did you were you able to do? I know you said you weren't going out yesterday because it was supposed to rain. Hey, Miss Lisa. Hey, pretty girl. She said you look so cute. Thank you, Mary Sunday. I have sleep. Oh, okay. How did everybody do? I missed your live. I saw you did a live, pretty girl. I gotta go back and watch it. We had church. The kids had Black History program today at church. So I was running around, y'all. I had to take the U-Haul back this morning. So I had to unpack the U-Haul this morning because I was just tired last night. I said I can't pack no U-Haul. So me and my husband went this morning, unpacked the U-Haul into the storage unit. Y'all, it had rained here, and I'm looking for another storage unit because it was a pool of water in front of the door of the storage unit. So we went to the storage unit, had to come back, change our shoes because neither one of us had on shoes that we could walk in. The water was this deep. So we had to come back and get shoes, go back to the storage unit, unload the storage unit. Which luckily my husband, he's so smart and look, we put the storage unit to the door. He was able to help me just unload at the door so I wouldn't, didn't keep getting wet. And so we unloaded in no time, took the took the U-Haul back, then had to hurry up, get back here, hurry up, get the kids to church. Because, they have to practice before service. Y'all, it was just a whole big old thing. So anyway, we had a long day. I'm just getting in. Me and my husband did our Valentine's Day. I took him out to lunch because I couldn't do anything for him for Valentine's Day. So I said, hey, I'll take you out to lunch tomorrow. So that's what we ended up doing. I took him to lunch. We went to eat. So now we're back. So done with Valentine's. Done. Ready to get started on Easter. Miss Lisa said, no sellout. However, I'm a thousandaire. Oh, Miss Lisa said she's a thousandaire. All right now. S. Marie said, did great. I'm a thousandaire. Ah! I'm a thousandaire too. Sharika said, no, not me. Mama Tree said, I did very good and went back this morning and sold a few more I had. Awesome. That's good. S. Marie said, Lisa, get out of my head. Miss Margaret said, I practically sold out. Okay. Lisa said, I know, right? S. Marie. Lisa said, go, Miss Margaret. Right. Helena said, did pretty good. Okay, Lisa said, oh no. Miss Margaret said, and I did good out on Saturday. I did go out on Saturday for a couple hours. Okay, okay. As Marie said, 35 watching and 18 likes. So yeah, I'm showing 52 watching, no, 48 watching right now and 23 likes. Come on, let's get the video a thumbs up. Bourbon Bubble. Hey, Bourbon. How are you? Miss Sally said, hello, Rachel. And everyone, God did his thing and went over my God. Awesome. Good, Miss Sally. That is wonderful. Miss Antoinette said, I dropped the ball Valentine's Day with late start, but I was able to make 120 baskets in 8 days. Okay. And was left with 12. Okay. Purdy Girl said, no, don't do it. My live was bad. I did awesome. I didn't sell out, but I made my monetary goal for sure. Okay, good, good. Bourbon Bubblegum says, it's Marie, yay, you're a thousandaire times 1,000,000 times. Okay. Miss Positive Vibe says, you're gorgeous. Thank you. Who's that? Chantel Martin says, we did very good. Good. Hey, Never in a Million. Hello, hello. It's Marie said, thank you, Bourbon. Congratulations, Tasha, for meeting your goal. Hey, Just Gifted, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I too am a thousandaire. Creative Couture says, Just Gifted, were you able to go out? I know you were not feeling well. I hope you're feeling better. Let's see here. What is that? North? I don't know what that is. From India. Love back to you from the USA. I started investing early. Okay. Dawn said hello from Be More. Welcome, Dawn. I invested $1,000 a month. It's been 6 years now. Awesome. Congratulations. Hazel Miles says hi. Hello, Hazel. Christy says you look so beautiful. Thank you. Pretty Girl said, Miss Rachel. Pretty Girl, get on out of here with this foolishness. Get on out of here with that foolishness. Lisa's laughing at Tasha. Yeah, laughing at her because she talking that foolish talk. I just give this. I got out for a little bit. Okay, okay. Well, I hope you're feeling better. Marie said, congratulations to everyone who made gifts and attempted to sell them. Good job. I'm proud of everyone who put in the work. Absolutely. So y'all, let me tell y'all how God humbled me in particular. So y'all, I don't know if y'all saw my live the other day. I did a live, was it Friday? I think it was Friday for just a little while. Just came in to do a little check-in. Thursday or Friday. I can't remember which day it was. Anyway, y'all. So I was saying, I think it was Thursday. Was it Thursday? Anyway, one of the days, y'all. One day I did a live. Well, I said that it was something we got there and somebody was on where we sell it, right? Right, I got that. I got a little money. I got that. I'm a thousandaire glow. That's what it is. I'm a thousandaire. So y'all, we got there and it was somebody's where we normally sell it, right? So we ended up being able to talk to the people or the gentleman. It's him and his wife, and anyway, he was a very, very nice man. He came over, he bought something from us. He wasn't selling any kid stuff. Y'all, I sold, thank God I made as much kid stuff as I sold as much kid stuff as I sold women stuff. Y'all, I'm talking about they was buying kid stuff they was buying kid stuff like it was Easter. I sold so much kid stuff till it was ridiculous. Do y'all hear me? Anyway, he came and bought one of the Tootsie Pops that I made. He bought one of those. He was like, because he came over and he said, I want one of those little things you had that had the little monkey or whatever hanging on the side of the pole. He said, because somebody had bought one and went back over there toward his table. And he said, I want one of those. And I said, it's $25. He said, okay. So he bought one. He said, if I get some more money, but if I sell some more stuff, I may come back over here and get something else. Anyway, long story short, he came over because he was breaking down one of his tables. I hollered over there at him and I said, hey, I said, I said, look like you breaking it down, huh? And so he came over there and we got to chatting for a little while. And we was talking about, I thought his wife was the basket maker, y'all. He's the basket maker. And I said something to him about him making I said, are you selling for your wife something? I don't remember exactly what I said. Anyway, long story short, I found out he was the basket maker. He said, no, I've been doing this for like 5 years. I said, oh, okay. I told him, I said, you're the first guy that I've seen that actually, that makes baskets. He said, well, he started, his auntie used to make the flowers. He made the baskets and da-da-da-da. And so, y'all, this is how God humbled me. Come to find out, we was on his property. He sold at that spot last year. We were at another location, but we ended up moving there for Easter because he only does Valentine's Day. I didn't know he sold there because when I sell, I don't go out and scope the city to see who's where. And so I didn't know he sold there. Well, I just knew when we went there for every other holiday, wasn't nobody there but us, And so we kind of had a little attitude when we came up there, rolled up there, and somebody was, there. We was like, oh, he's stepping on our territory, y'all. God just humbled me, made me feel this big when I figured out that he wasn't on ours, we was on his spot. I was like, but he was so nice. He was so gracious. He was like, he told me, he said, I like that y'all here. He was like, I guess because he said, I can tell a lot of these people that's coming are like y'all returning customers and everything. So it helped his sales too. Okay. It helped his sales. Ours went great. He wasn't nearly on the, as large a scale as I was. Like I had a U-Haul truck, he just basically had what he could fit in his truck. He made maybe like 100 or so gifts or whatever, nothing really big. And he only sold women's stuff. So, but anyway, y'all, I was like, God will humble you. Do you hear me? So let me see what I missed. Okay, I read that. Tasha said, you glowing, sis. Lisa said, continue prayers, Miss Sonia. As Marie said, she got that. Oh, yeah, Rachel is glowing. Mama Tree said, I did, and I had 3 people that do the same. Okay. Let me see. Arnold said, good evening, Miss One's more happy Valentine's Day after. Definitely our greetings from South America. Okay. Welcome. Creative Couture said, yup, they show was buying those kids baskets this holiday. Yep. Lisa said, let's get the likes matching the yes, y'all, let's get the likes matching the viewers, please, and thank you. I got 61 watching and 42 likes. Mama said, yes, they were. Rachel, I sold out of the kids and roses first. Pamela said, hey, Pamela. Margaret said, I sold out of kids stuff fast. Esmeralda said, yes, kids and teens gifts were a big seller for me too. Let's see. What is that? Bowie says, hey, Rachel and Chad, how everyone doing? Hope everyone's doing well, excuse me. It's Marisa attitude, what that man about his own property. I know, girl. Baby, we was in our feelings. We was looking at him side-eyed. I know he didn't. Look, like we owned the property or something. Like we owned it, honey. God was like, you need to have the grace that man gave y'all. Cause he didn't even say nothing. And look, and we didn't come with a little bit of stuff. We came with a whole big old U-Haul truck, tent and everything. Rolled up in there after he was already there. Rolled up in there like we owned the joint. Okay? And he didn't say one word. He could have came over there and been like, excuse me. What are y'all doing? I know y'all see me out here selling. I know y'all see me here. Y'all, I'm talking about we didn't come there with a little bit. We came there with a whole big old and trying to, baby, stepping on his game like nobody business and just arrogant. Lord forgive me. I'm telling you, God, humble. I said, oh my God, I am so sorry. Because I thought we was just in the right. Baby, we was all kind of wrong. Sweet said, hey, Rachel and Chad. Helena said, I sold out of all my kids' gifts. Triple M says, hello, Rachel and Chad. Congratulations. Thank you. Pretty Girl said, awesome. So you have a permanent location. That's awesome. I hope you got his number to stay selling there. No. So that was not his property. That's not his property. He trespassing like I am. But I was just saying, he was there, first. He was selling there, so... No, it wasn't his spot. It's not his property. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that he was basically, had claimed that spot to sell for Valentine's Day. And we basically came over there squatting on his property. That's what I'm saying. No, we both probably going to be looking for another home for next Valentine's Day because they're selling that property. But he was like, the owners is two brothers. He was like, it may not be bad, but I was just saying, he was already there selling. That's not, we don't have a permanent spot yet. But God gonna work it out. Balloon Junkie said, hello, working side Pete's Day. Okay, awesome. I hope you do well. Ms. Margaret said, I was turning people away yesterday wanting kids gifts, but I had already sold them all and all my big gifts. So, okay. Linda said, hello, everyone. Congratulations to everyone for a great Valentine's Day sale. Yes. Ms. Margaret said, I ran out of roses. Okay. Let's see. Hey, Alicia. How are you? Thank you. Hey, Crafty Leo. How are you? Never to me and said loud and yes, loud and wrong. Never to me. Let me tell you, y'all, and he was so nice. He even gave us his phone number, and he was like, "Hey, you go ahead and he was like, here's my phone number. Here's mine and my wife's phone number." He said, "Make sure you send us your contact because I do festivals and I'll let y'all in on them." Y'all, he did not have to do that. I'm talking about just gracious, very gracious. He did not have to do that at all. Because again, like I said, we rolled up in there late after him in his property with a big old U-Haul truck. And y'all, I'm talking about, girl, God just humbled me. I was like, oh, God, forgive me. Forgive me for my attitude because, y'all, forgive me. That's all I can say is forgive me. Tina said, I noticed the kids and teens sold teenage males were really buying here in Virginia. S. Marie said, oh, okay. I must misunderstood, but he was there first. Yeah, yep. S. Marie said, yes, for the Festival Connect. Yes, dude. Good dude. Yes. Tina said, God Network ain't good. Right. Ain't, yeah. And so Ms. Margaret said, I have a new location. I tried it this weekend and it worked great. That's good, Miss Margaret. Miss Monique said, hey, Rachel and everyone. Hello, Miss Monique. But yeah, y'all, so everything went wonderful. I did the kind of the recap of the end of our sales. We had just excellent. And I praise God for Purdy Girl's prayer, y'all. We didn't have no rain. We had some drizzle. It was supposed to rain yesterday, like 85% chance of rain. So Pretty Girl, thank you for your prayer. Y'all, God heard Pretty Girl and held back the rain. So y'all, it rained, it drizzled just a couple times. I'm talking about just drops, not even full out drizzle. We started feeling the rain. We started trying to move a couple of things on our truck, just to prepare. I was rushing yesterday morning. I left my tent sides. I came back. I found 2 of the tent sides. But I'm gonna make sure I have tent sides for the other holidays. And We did that, but we didn't have no rain. Like we only had put out yesterday. Initially, when we put out, we had put out one, two, three of the big tables and three of the 6-foot tables and 2 of the 4-foot tables. We had put those out the first day, 2 days. Yesterday we only put out because the young lady that sells with me, she made it to the spot before I did, and she had the truck, so she put out three tables. She put out 2 of the 6-foot and one of the 4-foot tables. Well, when I got there, I put out one more 6-foot table. So we had 3 6-foot and 1 of the 4-foot tables. But we ended up having to, start taking away because we were selling so much. The first day, y'all, Thursday, when we was there, we sold every ottoman that I had but one. All of the not all the ottomans, all of the $150 ottomans. Day one, on Thursday, all of the $150 ottomans sold except one. I had one more that I showed you that was sitting in there on the table, that big pink bear. I had never wrapped it. And so I ended up having to come back in Thursday night, go ahead and get him wrapped up so he could go out there for Friday because I ain't have but one $150 ottoman left. So I put him out there Friday. So they, of course, both of them sold Friday. Then the $100 ottomans started selling. We sold out all of the $100 ottomans. And yesterday, that's when they was going from high to low. So they bought all of the $150 ones. Then they bought all the $100 ones. Then they bought the $75 ones. So I guess they was working their way down. The only thing I really had to drop my price on, I had to drop my price on that big bear, y'all. I don't know if y'all remember the big bear I had in the box with the Claudia dupe that I had put, made the box like Claudia. I had it priced at $100, but everybody kept passing it up. Like the ottomans were long gone. People kept passing it up. So I told my friend, I said, I'm gonna go ahead and drop it down. I dropped it down to $85. It immediately sold. So I guess $100 was just a little bit too much for him. I dropped it down to $85. It sold. But all of my men's gifts sold. I think the only thing I had left for my men's gifts was one of those little candy trays. Everything else sold. I sold out of everything. Yesterday, y'all, I even brought in some Mother's Day stuff. I brought out a Mother's Day outfit that had mom all over it. Y'all, one of them sold. I had brought out 2. It was a short set and a pants set. The pants set sold, of course, and the short set didn't sell. Of course, it's wintertime. I understand the short set not selling. But hey, I was like, I'm put it out here because I didn't have nothing else to add. Y'all, our tables were empty. Y'all saw. We was down to nothing. So, we was trying to figure out what we could figure out. Let's see. Monique said, hey, okay, I read Monique. Let's see. It's okay, everybody's saying hi. Uniquely April says thank you guys for the prayers, and the other day I got it together, sold everything but one basket. God bless me with wonderful weather in Detroit. Awesome. Monique said congratulations to everyone on your sales. Yes. Ms. Margaret said all we got was some sprinkles. Yeah. Monique said, hey, Alicia. Crystal. Hey, Crystal. Bourbon Bubblegum said the lady next to me sold her bears not in the basket, was selling like hotcakes for $185. Oh wow, okay. Wrap it up says, hey, girl, I can't think of your name right now. Marie. Hey. Catherine says, hey, hello. How are you guys? How are you? But yeah, we had awesome sales. I cannot complain. One other funny story was, so y'all, if y'all remember I had one men cake box. Hey, Kimberly. She said I did one of the blue coolers and it sold for a woman. Awesome. I had one Cowboys cake box that I did, y'all. And I'm mad at myself. I did not do no saints. I let the time get away from me, and I did not do any saints. And I had several people come and ask for saints gifts, and I didn't have anything. And I knew better. I knew better. You always gotta have saint stuff. You always gotta have saint stuff. But anyway, I had one Cowboys cake box. And it was sitting on the shelf because I only made one man cake box. It was sitting on the shelf, on in the top of that trailer in the back. And a guy came, he was buying some stuff for his wife, and he said, let me see that right there. So he said, how much is that? I said, $60. He said, that's what I want right there. And he said, I'm gonna call my wife now and tell her that I found something that I like. And he says, can you take it down so I can take a picture of it? So I took it down. He took a picture of it. He said, I will be back. He said, can you hold it for me? And I was thinking to myself, I ain't got to hold it for you because ain't nobody looking at it. So I just put it back on the shelf, right? Y'all, he came back probably, I don't know how many hours later, several hours later. And I said, I said, oh, hey, you back? He said, I told you I was coming back. He said, I'm a man of my word. I told you I was coming back. And he had his wife with him. Tell me why he had that woman come from a town over, y'all. They lived in another city. He went and picked his wife up, brought her back to this city, and had for her to buy the cake box for him. She was like, she said he came all the way back home to pick me up. He could have just got it and I could have gave him the money. He was like, well, I'm not going to buy nothing for myself. Y'all, so he went and picked his wife up and brought her down here so she could buy him that cake box. Catherine said, glad for those that got either no rain or sprinkles. It did rain, but nothing to shut me down. I did put one of my tent's walls up. Okay, good. Ms. Reese said, did any of you go out today? No, ma'am. I went to church. Sweet said, I thought it was for her. No, it was a Cowboys for Men. She brought him, he brought her back to get him that box. Y'all, she got it. She got it. He was so happy. He was so happy. Oh, that was too funny. I did this morning. Okay. Yeah, Mama Tree said she did this morning. She sold some. Yep. Y'all, I got 77 watches, 62 likes. Please go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Alicia, no, she said he had the money. He said he wasn't gonna buy it for himself. Wrap it up said today's weather is beautiful. I wish it was like this yesterday. It was raining for 40 days and wrap it up. We didn't get nothing. We did not get nothing. I was so grateful. This was probably last year, baby. We was fighting. And I will say, y'all, I had my husband do those cement buckets. Y'all, they worked excellent. Y'all, we had one big gust of wind come in. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Y'all, it blew our tent top. Flopped it back, blew stuff off our table. And the crazy thing was, y'all, it hit our table. It was probably God getting me because I had an attitude with that man. And we was on their property. That probably was God. It froze me up, y'all, for a minute. It was probably God saying, let me get her because of her attitude. Y'all, the guy, it didn't even touch his table. But it just swapped the stuff off our table, knocked our tent top off. But the tent never shook, never moved, never nothing. And that's the first time we've ever had that. Any other time, y'all, our tent would have went flying and everything. But it did not do none of that. It just blew the top back and it knocked some stuff off our table. It knocked over our flower stand and all of that, but it didn't do anything else. So I was grateful for that. But yeah, I believe that probably was God because the man was sitting down there right in the same parking lot. And I'm telling you, it didn't even touch his stuff. And he didn't even have weights on his tent. He didn't even have weights on his tent. That was God. That was God. Yeah, that was God. Just swipe my stuff off my table. Let me show you what I'm gonna give you for this attitude you had. Kimberly said, I had a man Saints basket and a lady bought it for herself. She said she will give the Bath and Body Works to her husband. Pamela said, Rachel, I did about 60 baskets and sold out when I got home after I got through selling yesterday to make 3 extra baskets, and someone came to my house and I had me make about on about 2 hours ago. Okay. Catherine said, the minute I decided to shut down about little after 6, then all of the sudden the rain came like bang. Yeah, I was out there knocking, not knowing which way to turn, so I had to unsnap the tent to let but okay, but yeah. Rose said, Melina Balloon Junk is still out there right now. Okay. Never mean say it's time for a new tent for me too. I had just bought another one. I was buying a tent, seemed like I know I bought at least 2 or 3 last year, and that's why I was like, we got to do something else because I'm tired of buying new tents. I was buying new tents every time we had a hard weather because it just wasn't my what I had going on wasn't working, and so it was making me have to buy new tents all the time. And so yeah, so that's kind of what that was. Bourbon said, what size buckets did your husband use for the cement for your tent? We got I bought 2-gallon buckets, and he bought a 80 pound bag of sacrete, I think is what he calls it, and he split it up between those 4 buckets. So 20 pounds in each bucket, so there's 20 pounds in each of them, and mix those, and they work excellent. And he put a metal hook in the cement, and that's how you hook the rope to the tent, with that through that metal hook. But yeah, it worked excellent. Yeah. Crafty Little's laughing. Mama Tree said, I need to know how he did those because my tent last year flew in the middle of the road, tore all up. Yeah. He just got a 80 pound bag of sacrete, mixed it up. Him and my son did them for me, and that's how they did that. Yeah, and just had a metal hook in the middle, a thick one, so it wouldn't break or anything. And that's how we hook it. We tie our rope to that hook and tie it to the tent. And I like it because those buckets are small, so they're easy to stack on top of each other in the storage unit, and they're not in the way. Even in the vehicle, they're easy to stack to the side. I didn't want the 5-gallon buckets because the 5-gallon buckets was going to be too big, and I'm glad I didn't because it would have been a whole lot of waste. They fit in there just fine, and there's even plenty of room on the top for my old weights. If because I told him, I said, if a bad rain came, I could just use those. Those are 20 pounds. That's 80 pounds of weight on that tent. I have 4 of those little 10-pound weights. I can stick one of those on top of each one of those tents. That's another 40 pounds of weight. And I still have my old bucket that I used to use. If I need to, I'll tie it in the middle of the tent. That's another 40 pounds. That's almost 180 pounds of weight, y'all. If that tent fly after all of that, then it need to go. It's time for it to go. Okay. Let's see here. Catherine said the bubble of water out. I felt like I was standing under a waterfall, and yet picture the rest a mess. Yeah, I had to sit all the gifts on the ground to first get the table in. After that, I had to. Oh, Bourbon said, thank you asking about the buckets. Yeah. All of occasion said, hi Rachel. Hey. More create. Yep. But yeah. Crystal said, I had to work that online sales yesterday, but I survived. Didn't get to go to the streets like I planned to, but online having them pick up did pretty good. Didn't sell out, but grateful. Okay, well, good, Crystal. Catherine said it was still worth going out. Okay. Miss Sally said, where did Lowe's? Lowe's. Lowe's and get the 2-pound buckets. They were like $2 or $3 on them. You know, that they were not expensive at all. Few dollars for each bucket. And I don't know how much Saccrete was. My husband did all that. I just bought the buckets. I just went to Lowe's and got the buckets. He told me to go get the buckets. I did that, and he did the rest. So, yep. And I think you just mix it with water. Is from what I understand. That's all you do. Mix it with water, and it's good to go. So, yep. But they worked excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And the change of the truck, like I told y'all before, we went up to a 15-foot truck. I love it. I love it. I love it. The 10-foot was okay, but the 15-foot was wonderful. It had a ramp. The 10-foot didn't have a ramp, and I was having to climb in and out of that truck, which was not a pleasant experience. I loved having the ramp. So we will get a 15-foot going forward. I'm not to the point where I need a huge truck anymore. I mean, yet I'm not to the point where I need a huge truck. So a 15-foot worked fine. And y'all saw my setup. I've already talked to my husband about getting a bungee cord to go across the back part so I can, store stuff up there so I won't have to keep pulling stuff up and down from there. But it worked wonderful. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. We sold out of, y'all. I got so many empty. Y'all, the storage unit is so empty now. I'm talking about it's empty. And it was to the point where I told y'all it was so full I had to start storing my ottomans here because I didn't have no more room in the storage unit. Y'all, Lord, I thank you. If this was not my highest sale holiday, it's pretty close. Because last year, Easter was wonderful. So I haven't calculated. I haven't done that. I was too tired last night, y'all. I wasn't calculating nothing. I ain't count nothing. I ain't calculate nothing. I ain't nothing. I just put it to the side. I said I'll do it tomorrow. And so this morning I got up, and I got up running because knew I had to get the truck back. I knew I had to get the kids to church. So I haven't done anything, but yeah, if it's not my highest holiday, it's second runner. It was wonderful. Lord, I thank you. But I am learning more and more of, I told you that, y'all, as you go along, if you're not learning, you're doing something wrong, y'all. Every holiday, you should be learning more and more what your customers like, what your customers don't like. Y'all, I did not make enough of those watch bags. Those watch bags, y'all. I sold out and they were still asking for them. Those $20 trays, y'all. I'm telling you, I sold out of all of my men's stuff. I even sold out of the big stuff. I had I think 2 men roll boxes. They were $80. Well, I had them for a few holidays, so I told them, I said they marked for 80, but I'll sell them for 75. So it made them feel like they got a deal. Both of them sold. I told y'all I went back. All of the lollipops that I had, the lollipops that I made. I sold my lollipops for $25. Some of them I felt like I should, especially the Barbie ones. I should have sold those for $30, but I just went ahead. We started selling them for $25. They were going so well. I was like, for simplicity, I'll just keep them all at $25. Y'all, they sold. I sold all of my lollipops, but one. I had one yesterday. I sold all of them, most of them Thursday, the rest of them Friday. I sold those for $25. I sold the Tootsie Pops. I sold all of those for $25. Sold them no problem. No questions asked, $25. All of the 3D gift cards, I sold all of those for $25. All of those sold for 25 except the Reese one and the two candy ones that I made that just had candy, the Ferrero Rocher. And I understand why they didn't sell. They didn't really have anything on them. The only thing they had was a Reese and a bear. I marked those down to $20. They sold. Um, so the little bitty ones, they didn't care for those. I still had plenty of those left, but those big ones, they sold. I'm trying to think of what else I had, y'all. The hard boxes, I kept those at the price that I normally sell them at. They sold. They didn't sell as fast as we thought they were gonna sell. But like I said, and I was telling the lady that worked with me, she was like, they didn't sell as fast as I thought they would have. I said, but they were kind of going down in price. They started at the stuff that was 150, then they went down to the stuff that was 100. They was just working themselves down. I don't know why, but they was. But they would buy cake boxes and the other ones in between. I think I ended up with two. I ended up with two cake boxes left. No heart boxes left. I sold all. I did sell all of the cake heart boxes finally. But I ended up with two cake boxes left. But I believe I ended up with those because the only thing that was in those two that I had left was just a throw blanket and a pair of slippers. So, and I went up on price. I sold them for $50 for Christmas. I sold them for $60 for Valentine. They was buying them, but those two, I had two left. But I'll probably just add a little more something to it for Mother's Day and go ahead and put them right on back out there and let them finish selling. What else, y'all? I'm trying to think. What else? Anyway, everything just went well. I didn't have any problems with any of my items that I made. After I did that video with you guys last night, I ended up having a few more customers. They did buy some more stuff. So all of my what was those things? The what are those things called? They're for kids. Squishmallows. I had like one Squishmallow box left or two. I may have had two. Both of those ended up selling after I got off the video. They were $60 and both of them sold. One lady came right as we had already packed up, y'all. Everything was on the truck. And she said somebody had sent her the last minute Valentine's Day shop. And she spent $175. She bought like four gifts or so. And she spent like $100 and some dollars. Like I said, we had literally already everything was on the truck. Every item was on the truck. We was just putting the tables on the truck. And so I ended up having to stop and help her. She ended up spending $175. Then another three young guys came. One guy spent was $90, I think, or no, $65, and the other guy spent $35. And then another lady came and spent $90 or something like that. So we had, several like last minute, like right as y'all know how they do, right as you trying to put the stuff on the truck. So we ended up, making a good $300 right there, right there as we were trying to shut down. So I don't have no head start on Easter. I don't have a head start on nothing. I don't have a head start on no holiday. I don't have enough anything left to make make any nothing. All the stiletto heels that I had, y'all, I had 2 boxes of the stiletto heels. I think it was 14 bags of the stilettos left. All of them sold. We ended up having to start pushing them, like putting them out on front. What I had started noticing was everything that I wanted to sell, that I had like several of, we started putting them out there on the front of the table, and it would draw that attention to it. And so it was, it would get them to buy it. And so that's what we did. So the first day we did those bags, the LBE, the bear in the bag that LBE had, we did those first day. And then second day we started doing the stilettos, and then the next day we started doing the thing that I had from Pretty Girl designed by Tasha. The what you call them? The little are they called gumball? Not gumballs, whatever you call those things. Um anyway, the little bowls. And we sold I think I sold all of those except for like two or three. But anyway, let's see what y'all saying. Hey, Jennifer. Crystal said these men must have hit Walmart early this morning because I couldn't find not one bear or anything left but candy. Okay. I didn't even go. I don't normally shop until I get to 75. Miss Sally said, I truly thank everyone that gave us advice on everything concerning basket making. Yes. Miss Catherine said, you should sure got study. You sure got to study on what customers like. I'm going to scale back on too many $10 paper bag gifts, at least too many, because they don't sell as well. The higher gifts were selling quicker. I had some. Okay. Cheryl said this was my best-selling holiday. Also, God really blessed me. Awesome, Miss Cheryl. That's beautiful. Catherine said I had some bucket gifts, boxes, but none. So, I'm sorry. Mama said, I'm starting Easter tomorrow. I can't start tomorrow. I got some other stuff I gotta do. I'm gonna try to start the week after. Hey, Miss Robbie, how are you? Thank you for joining. Hey, Ashley, how are you? Y'all got 79 watching, 82 likes. Thank you for the likes. And if you haven't already, give the video a thumbs up. We may have some people that came and left, but if you haven't already, please give the video a thumbs up. Thank you. But yeah, so y'all, everything just went great. I have no complaints. None whatsoever. I'm like I said, I am as I'm going along, I'm learning more and more. I want to say this is what my 4th year, y'all. Y'all, the years running together. I think this is either my 4th or 5th year doing. I think it's maybe my 5th year doing Valentine's Day, but it's my 4th year selling baskets for Valentine's Day. I think if my memory serves me correctly, I think this is my 4th year selling baskets for Valentine's Day, but it's actually my 5th year selling for Valentine's Day. So yeah. No, I'm lying because I sold something in 2020. So 2020, 2021, 2022, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the 7? Y'all been selling for 7 years? Y'all, I've been selling for 7 years. I think. Wow. I don't know when my first year of selling baskets, because I know my first year, y'all, I just sold chocolate covered Oreos and stuff. Y'all, I'm gonna have to go back and look. I didn't think I've been selling that long. I gotta look when I get off of here. 21, 22, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Yeah, that'd be 7 years. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and look, y'all, because I ain't think it's been that long. But I think I sold in 2020. I think I sold chocolate covered Oreos that year. I don't know what I sold the next year. I'm gonna have to go back and look. Wow, y'all, time really flies when you having fun. Wow. Y'all, I'm thinking it's been like 4 years. Oh my goodness. Look at God. Won't he do it? Y'all. Okay. Thank y'all for the congratulations. Ashley said I started selling in 2022. I know I sold chocolate covered Oreos and stuff in 2020. I don't know what I sold in 21. I don't know what I sold. I must have sold baskets. I don't know. I'm gonna go back and look though when I get off of here. I'm gonna go back and look. That's something. Crystal said Family Dollar Saturday will have 10. Oh, awesome, y'all. Crystal said Family Dollar Saturday, they'll have their 10 off 30. Good. I need some stuff. I've got to buy me some more cake, the little round cake boxes, you guys. Of course, those always sell out. Every time I make them, they sell out. Those sold out. The little I only had one square cake box left. That one, of course, that one sold. Yeah, I gotta y'all, let me tell you. So I think I told y'all that on the video. I started I pulled out my rose bears because I always do rose bear boxes. Well, y'all, I did rose bear boxes on the street yesterday. I just pulled the bag of rose bears out of my storage unit, took the whole bag to the site, took the boxes to the site, put the bears in the boxes on site, and stuck a hole in the top of the box, put the balloon in there, and put a bow in there. Boom, happy Valentine's Day, right? Well, I ran out of balloons. I ran out of Valentine's Day balloons. I was like, so at first I was like, I guess I ain't gonna be able to do no more. I was like, Rachel, if you don't just put this bear in this box and take $5 off. So y'all, I was selling the rose bear in the box for $30 with a balloon. If it didn't have a balloon, $25. Y'all, I made like 4 with a balloon. All of them sold. I made like 6 without a balloon. All of them sold except 2. Y'all, I'm telling you, y'all, they was on it this year. Do you hear me? Do you heard me? Do you heard me? And these worked out great, you guys. We made these. They excellent. This was an excellent idea. Wonderful idea. So if you guys are giving like special what do you call it? Incentive gifts. We had different incentive gifts depending on what the gift was. So I made these right here. It says, don't forget your free gift. And I would check which one you got, right? These worked out wonderful. So we would check with which one you got, and when we saw this, it would bring it to your mind. Oh, so you get a card. Go up there, get your card. You get a card and candy. Oh, go up there and get your candy, whatever. And so y'all, I bought turtles, and I basically gave the turtles away with if you bought a $150 ottoman, you got a free box of turtles and a free jumbo card. Okay. And so but if you didn't buy nothing and you just wanted to buy the turtles, I was selling the boxes of turtles for $5 a piece. I paid less than $2. I think I paid $2 for them because, I got them with a 10 off 30. They were $2.50. I got them with a 10 off 30, so they were like $2. Okay, either that or $1.50. I can't remember. They was less. They was a $2 or less. So I sold them for $5 a piece, and I think I came back with 1 box. And so did excellent. The gift cards. Again, with those, same thing. You got a gift card with $150. You got a gift card if you bought $100. And you got a gift card if you bought something else. But if you didn't buy anything and you just wanted one of the jumbo cards, they were $5. They, a couple people bought some of those, but most of them, went out with gifts. And they was like, oh my goodness, we get a card too. They were so excited. We get a card? Are you serious? So excellent incentives. And again, none of these I paid a whole lot of money for. Those cards, I think I paid 30 cents for those last year because I bought them at 90% off. So they were 30 cents. And I gave them as a free gift with, when you bought a $150 gift. So they was like, really? We get this? And so, yeah, excellent ideas. So it went really well. Robbie said that's wonderful. Thank you. And Alicia said, awesome idea. Last year during Mother's Day for my heavy hitter gifts, I offered a free Mother's Day balloon and it was successful. Yeah, I offered free gifts last year. What made me do this was last year we offered free gifts for Easter. With the toy bundles, you got a goodie bag. Because the toy bundles didn't come with candy. And so we offered a goodie bag. Well, we kept forgetting to give the people their goodie bag. And so then with the for Mother's Day, with certain things, you got either a box of chocolate or a card or a rose or whatever. We kept forgetting to give the people their stuff. With the Ottomans, I know for sure you got something, candy or something, but we kept forgetting to give it to them. And so we was like, I said, we got to come up with something. So this is what I came up with. We'll continue to do this. This is excellent. Excellent idea. Miss Catherine said, I did 2 of them large floral bags like LBE, but I used blankets. One for 50 and one for 65, and they went quick. I wanted to do 12, but ran out of time, but they turned out amazing. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I think I bought 12 of them bags. Y'all saw me. Yeah, they went well. They just went well. Them bags sold so fast. They didn't ask no questions. Y'all, I didn't even put a big balloon. I put a 10-inch balloon in them bags. And they went, hey, 3 Gems, how did you do? How did you do on your sales and stuff? Did everything go well for you? Hope you had excellent sales as well. Hey, Witness Creations. Hello. Welcome. Y'all go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. But yeah, I'm trying to think of everything. We just had a good success. Everything went well. I did well, didn't have much, but almost sold out. That's good, 3 Gems. That's wonderful. Congratulations. I said, y'all, I'm finna go take me a nap. I'm about to go take me a nap. And let me tell you what I'm going to do in the future. Next year, I'm going to have me a standing appointment at the chiropractor the Monday after a holiday. Y'all, my shoulder hurts me. Oh, my God, my shoulder. And I know it's because, I was lifting on tables, lifting on boxes, lifting on all of this stuff. And I said, going forward, I need to have me a standing appointment the day after the holiday at the chiropractor so I can have my massage. Because that's what, it helps me. And I need to have me a standing appointment. And whether I take it or not, whether I cancel it or not, I need to have me a standing appointment that Monday morning for me a massage. Okay, yeah. It says, don't forget your free gift. And it has balloon, flowers, candy, or card. And you can change it up. You can change it up for, what you offer. And I just put those there just so that I could have, just so it will remind me, hey, I got to give these people a gift. And so that's what we did. And I just made these on my Cricut. I made these in Cricut design space and I cut them out on my Cricut. Mama Tree says, okay, that's right. Me too. Knee-ish, shoulders or yep. Witness said that's a good gift to yourself. Yes, Witness. Yes, it is. Baby, I'm gonna have to start doing that. And last year I think I did it after 2 holidays, but I need to do it after every holiday because this shoulder is hurting me. Witness said that's a good gift. Yeah. Okay. Creator says super cute. Alicia said Rachel is 3. Oh, okay. Oh, she said I'm 3 away from 100. Y'all, please go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Thank y'all. Look at y'all coming through up for the girl. Thank you. Y'all come on, get a video a thumbs up. I need 3 more likes to have 100 likes. Thank you, thank you. And I've been on here for an hour. Y'all, let me get my tail off here running my mouth. But anyway, y'all, I just wanted to come in and just say, give a recap. Y'all think I need one more. Who got me? Who got me? Who gonna get me to the 100? Who gonna get me to the 100 mark? Well, I guess if it's 99, normally if it's 99 on my side, that means I done hit 100. Thank you. Oh, there we go. Hey. Ow. Hey. Ow. Thank you, y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But anyway, yeah. But anyway, y'all, I'm so grateful that everybody, everything went well for everyone. So yeah, we on our way to Easter. On our way to Easter. Easter's up next. I gotta take a little time off. I gotta do some other stuff before I start on Easter. So we're gonna have to see what we can do. I've got to, y'all, what I've got to come up with is some easy, quick gifts, y'all, that I can do for like last minute gifts, like the LBE bags, those bags you could just drop a bear in and put something in. I need more stuff like that so that I can get my numbers up quick. I noticed several people had, things that they could just drop in a box or drop in a bag. And, you could really get a decent profit off of it. And you didn't have to do much work to it. I need a lot more of those simple, quick gifts. Because I don't have enough of that I can do for last minute. So that's what my next thing is that I'm going to try to figure out is what is some things that I can do that's quick and easy last minute. Because like those grab bags that you can't see into, my people don't like them. My people don't like them. I see Boss Lady Fee doing those. You just get a Valentine's bag and put some stuff in. My people don't like that. They don't like that. They want to be able to see that. They don't like that. I guess that look like junk to them. I haven't had good success with those. But like I said, those Rose Bear boxes that I did last minute, those bears with the candy, those went well. Different stuff like that. They like those, but those grab bags, those they don't like those here. Yes, the gummy bears in the floor bags I sold for 50. Yeah. I sold those. Yeah, I sold mine for 40. But I only had in there, I had the bear. I had the homemade candy boxes that I made. I had hand sanitizer with the little hand sanitizer covers. And I had some socks. That's it. Either that or, what was the other thing I had? The socks or, the bath salt. That's all I had in there. Creative Couture said, right, my customers don't like those bags. Yeah, they don't like them. Witness Creative said, someone cut a window out of those bags to see inside. Yeah, that's too much work. I don't want to do all that. I'm looking for something quick and easy. I don't want to be doing all that extra. I just want to drop it in a bag or drop it in a box or, and go. I don't want to have to do all that. Add a bow to it. Yeah, I don't have to do that. Creative Couture. I'm in Louisiana. S. Marie said my customers don't like those either. Neither if they can't see it, everything in the gift. They don't see the value. Right. Yep. And pass. Absolutely, S. Marie. Yeah, they don't like them. So I left them alone. They ain't like them at all. So I left them alone. I gotta buy me some more cake boxes, the round cake boxes. I don't know if I think I may buy some more of the square cake boxes. Probably so, because those always sell good for me. The cake boxes do. And then I gotta see, I don't know if I may do some more of the floral bags, but I don't know what I'm gonna put in them for Mother's Day. I think I want to do some more of those for Mother's Day, but I don't know what I'm gonna put in them yet. Because I don't do a whole lot of big bears for Mother's Day. I don't do a whole lot of big bears for Mother's Day. So I don't know. I got to think on it. But I really need some last minute quick stuff because I'm not going to have a whole lot of time, y'all, to prepare for Mother's Day. Y'all going to pray for me. I got 2 big events coming up between Easter and Mother's Day. My daughter's going to prom. My daughter's graduating. And one of my she's like my niece. She's getting married. Y'all, right there in between Easter and Mother's Day. Y'all, that's a lot. Woo! So I gotta figure this out because Mother's Day, y'all know Mother's Day is big bucks. So I gotta figure out how to make this money, honey, and fill my bag. My cousin, okay. 3 Gim said, I LLC your homemade candy boxes there. Oh, really? Good. Did you put anything with them, 3 Gim? Did you put anything with them? Or you just sold them by themselves? Cheryl said, I had hand sanitizer, the Dollar Tree bubble bath, a body wash set, and the ones I had, the diamond top. Oh, okay. In what? Cheryl, you had it in what? In the bag with the bear? Stacy said, I got a bunch of necklaces from Temu and put them in these jewelry boxes to sell and add to clear bag with a flower, a face mask, and sold those. I'll sell some more for Mother's Day as well. Now who? Okay, Stacy said, I got a bunch of necklaces from Temu. Put them in those jewelry boxes, okay, to sell, and added to a clear bag with a flower and a face mask. Oh, okay. And they okay. The gummy bears in the flower bags. Oh, you did? Okay, girl. Look at you. Now you know what? I could probably I may do that for the teens for Easter. That'd be a good idea for the teens for Easter. The gummy bears. Nope. I can't do that. Unless I get some more gummy bears. Because the gummy bears I already have some stuff for those. And I need more than a flower bag for that. I gotta think that through. But that would be cute for the teens for Easter if I find some bears. I gotta think about it. I don't know, girl. I don't know what day of Mother's Day on. Robert said, even through my client is primarily working my clientele does not like grab bags or items that you can't see. Yeah. Yep. Hey, Patrice. Oh, Crystal said May 10th. May 10th. Yeah, I gotta think that thing through, y'all, because I got a lot of stuff coming up around that time. A lot of stuff. We got a trip. I'm having my first grandbaby, y'all, the 1st of June. I got a lot of stuff, y'all. Woo! This year gonna be busy. But anyway, y'all, I won't hold you. I just had to come in and chit chat with y'all and say, God is so good, y'all. We did well. God blessed us. He blessed our hard work. And everything went well. Of course, I did not sell out. I don't never try to sell out. I like having just a little bit left to roll over, but I didn't have enough that I feel like, it's gonna be a head start on much, because I had maybe like 10 of this and 5 of that, and nothing major to be able to say, oh yeah, this is a head. I probably had maybe 50 or 60 gifts left, but to me it wasn't enough of anything to be able to say, I got a head start on anything. I got a few of the Spider-Man boxes left. I got a few of the little bath set gift baskets that I had left. Um, Let me see. I had one baby bag, boy baby bag left. I think I have another one left at my storage unit. So I have a few. I do have, I guess, 3 or 4 baby bags that I can sell for Easter. Um, I have a few of those. But other than that, I got a handful of the um women's gift. Oh, y'all, let me tell you the funny story about my Yardley. So the Yardley, y'all, the lavender Yardley, y'all know all the lavender Yardley we bought and we loved and we just made like crazy, like hotcakes. Well, the lady that sells with me, she thinks they stink. She said they stink so bad. She was like, "Oh, this stinks so bad, Rachel. You need to take those apart. They're not gonna sell." She said they stink. You need to take those back because they stink. And so I told her, I said, I am not taking that back. I said, we about to sell these things. I said, if they don't sell, then I'll rethink them. I said, but I'm not taking these things apart. And she told me this like before Christmas. She was like, these things stink and ain't nobody gonna buy them. Okay? She was like, they passing them up. They stink. Y'all, put that stuff out there for Valentine's Day. All of them sold except for the ones that I had put in the Christmas boxes because I didn't take them out there because they was in Christmas boxes. Every single one of them that we took out there sold. I told her, I said, Garnett, you remember the ones that you was calling stinky that you said wasn't going to sell? She was like, I know. I know. I said, I told you they was going to sell. Let's see, who is that? Hey, Get Picked, how are you? Uh-oh. Let me see. Go back. Oh, okay. She said her last daughter was born on Mother's Day. Okay. Is it a boy or girl? Crystal, it's supposed to be a boy. So we'll see if they are right. Baskets with style said, don't forget Teachers Appreciation Week is right there in May, right before Mother's Day. I don't never do nothing for that. Alicia said a girl. Crystal said, you, Alicia, said, she said, thank you for reminding me, Baskets by Styles. You are right. Crystal said, are you feeling better, Alicia? Alicia Gordon said, I am Crystal. Just, okay, take it easy, Kimberly, you think it stinks too? You think that Yardley lavender stinks? I got a few more in there on the shelf. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm about to put them in a basket and go and get them gone. I am. Because I think I have a few more left that I didn't make. I'll make the rest of those for Mother's Day. And I probably won't buy them anymore because I don't like the way it is. But I don't like lavender. I don't like lavender anyway. Alicia said, yeah, okay, Yardley. She said it stinks. But yeah, I don't like the smell of lavender. I'm not a lavender girl. I don't like it. Okay. Creative Couture said her lavender smells just fine. Such a blessing to be a new grandma mother. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see. Robbie. Kimberly said no. I was just thinking. It looked like a Mother's Day set, and they would. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Patrice said, I think Yardley stinks, but it's still. Yeah, Patrice. Absolutely. Look, they sell it in the store, so somebody like it. Get Pig said, I don't really care for lavender, but it sells. I will keep on by. Get Pig. I told her, I said, I'm not taking this apart. I said, I'm selling this, and it's sold. You could smell them. To me, you could smell them through the bag. I could smell the lavender when I picked it up. When I pick it up, I can smell it. Yeah. Kimberly said, I'm going to wear that yardley out for Mother's Day. Angela says, congratulations, Rachel, on becoming a grandma. What would you prefer to be called? I don't know, Alicia. I'm trying to think that out. I don't know what I want to be called. I don't know. I think Gigi. I think I want to be called Gigi. Cheryl said lavender helps you sleep. Oh, okay. Creative says I got a new grandbaby coming soon, March. Boy vibes, baby. Okay, awesome. Creative Couture, congratulations. Awesome. Yep. So I'm gonna try to go out there and because I want to see him. So yep. But anyway, everybody, y'all, thank y'all so much for joining me. I got 90 watching. Hey, everybody who's in the bushes. Alicia said, being a grandparent is a happy feeling. Okay. The sad part about it is my baby is gonna be 5 hours away, so I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna be traveling to see him. For all our occasions. Hello, everyone. I am a G mama. Okay. Congratulations on grandmothers. My mom was called Mimo. My youngest tried switching to Meow. I think I want to be Gigi. I think right now that's what I want to be is Gigi. But we'll see. So thank y'all so much. I'm so glad to see y'all come in. I guess I'll catch y'all on somebody else's I guess I'm gonna go and lay down. Y'all ain't doing nothing today. Nothing. The kids don't have school tomorrow. And so I'm about to go and lay down and do nothing and watch somebody's lives and see how everybody else did on their sales and stuff. So thank you guys so much for joining me today and spending a little time in the treasure chest as we rest and recoup and get ready for the next holiday. If you haven't already, hey, Miss Maria, hello. On your sales and becoming a grandma. How did you do, Miss Maria? How did your sales go? I know you said you were going out yesterday. Did you do good? Y'all, my son said, Mama, why are you over here in this different spot? You don't never do your videos over here. I told him, I said, my work table is a mess and I'm not finna clean it up right now. So y'all, that's the reason why I'm in a new spot. Because my work table is the food and I was not about to clean it up. Alicia said, yes, I'm off tomorrow too. Congratulations, everyone. Yes. Y'all, my work table is the food. And I said, I'm not going to clean this up right now before I get on this live. I'm about to go sit over here at this table, do my little chit chat with the peoples, and then we're going to clean that table up later. Because it was the food. Y'all, I had stuff flying everywhere. Wrap and everything, and boxes and watches and everything. There's some food over there at that table. But anyway, thank you guys so much. If nobody has told you today, you are loved, you are enough, and we are all treasures in our daddy's treasure chest. Oh, let's see what Miss Maria said. Patrice said we did pretty good, I think, because those taxes were delayed. So was I. Said, oh, okay. Maria said I'm going to catch your replay. Okay. Get Pig said my work area is a mess too. I'm going to start working on Mother's Day and skip. Oh, okay. Get Pig said she's not doing Easter. She's doing Mother's Day. Okay. All right. Well, y'all, I will see y'all in the next one. Love y'all. Talk to y'all later. Maria said I didn't even get. Oh, I'm so sorry, Maria. She said she didn't even get to go. I hope you didn't have a whole lot of stuff that said Valentine's Day. I hope you didn't. I saw everything that had Valentine's on it. That one big huge balloon, you guys, I had a young guy that came up right at the end, and he was like, "If I buy something, will you give me that large balloon?" And I told him, I said, "Okay, well, what are you gonna buy?" And he said, so he ended up buying some for his he had a 1 year old and her mom. It wasn't a whole bunch, but it was literally at the end of the day. It was like after 5 o'clock, and I had already made up in my mind I was gonna give it to him because um it was something, I didn't have to do. I was like, sure, I'll give him the balloon. Well, anyway, he had told the lady that worked with me, and she was like, I don't think she gonna let you have that. And I was like, yeah, I'll let him have it. And she was like, what? And I was like, girl, at this point, let that boy have that balloons, cause that'll be something. Cause either I'm gonna have to pop it or I'm gonna have to let it down. Let him have it, take it with him. Maria said, I have to crunch and study for my license test to get hired full time by Tuesday, so I didn't go to. Oh, okay, to that this week. Okay, I understand. Okay, I understand. You gotta do what you gotta do. Crystal said, have a great week. Okay, yes, I had a heart balloon it brought in my customers. Yeah. Like I said, I was gonna actually sell them because LBE talked about selling hers, but I couldn't figure out how to keep it stable, and I didn't buy any weights or anything to put on them. And the one time I tried to put it out, y'all, it flew across the parking lot. I was like, I'm not finna be chasing no balloons across no parking lot. And I couldn't figure out how to display it in a way that, that it would look nice to sell. So that's something I got to work on. I don't know how to do that just yet. So I bought 5 of them. I didn't buy a lot. I just bought 5 of them. And I had just blew up that one just to kind of see what it looked like. And like I said, I ended up just giving that to the young man because, he asked for it, and he bought, like I said, he bought something for his, his kid and the mom. I think he may have spent like $70. I don't know. And, I was like, sure, give it to him. Have a happy Valentine's Day. And so, yeah. Maria said, I only did orders, but I'm going to turn them into Mother's Day gifts. Okay. All right, y'all. Well, I'm gone this time. I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.